The analysis of variance is a statistical test that allows us to examine the differences between two or more groups. So in this data set, we're going to look at how much weight was lost relative to different diets that individuals had taken part in. Under variable view, we can see that we've got three different diets: the Cambridge diet, the Atkins diet, and Weight Watchers. And what we want to know from this data set is which diet resulted in the greatest weight loss. So to do this, we go to Analyse and Compare Means, and we do a one-way ANOVA. It's quite straightforward. We put the weight loss variable across, and we put the different diet into the factor component. We also want some post hoc tests, and we're going to use Tukey for that. And this will allow us to drill down exactly where the differences are. And it's always helpful to have a means plot to help us visually understand the patterns within our data. If we click OK, we can now observe the patterns in the data. And the first thing perhaps to look at is the means plot. And it would suggest that there's very little difference between the Cambridge diet and the Atkins diet in terms of weight loss, but Weight Watchers individuals have lost more weight. So now let's look at this graph shown in numbers. So the first table is the ANOVA table, which tells us whether or not there is an overall significant effect. And we can see from the significance level that it is less than 0.05. In fact, it's less than 0.01. So this is indeed a statistically significant effect. The multiple comparisons table then are the important pieces of data that allow us to drill down where that specific differences has occurred. So if we look, first of all, Cambridge diet looks at the difference between Atkins and Weight Watchers. We can see that there's no difference between Cambridge and Atkins because the statistical level is quite large, but Weight Watchers is less than 0.05. So the Cambridge diet would seem to be different from Weight Watchers. And again, we see the similar pattern with Atkins and Weight Watchers. It is statistically significant. So what we can derive then from this data is that this effect is more than just a trend. It is in fact a statistically significant result.